So very good morning all my friends. So today I will be teaching you a slightly difficult topic to understand, but after watching this video that topic will be very easy to conceptualize and apply in the numerical questions. So today I will be telling you about confidence interval or confidence limits. Before telling about confidence interval and confidence limit, I will be telling you about the difference between standard deviation and standard error. For knowing what is standard deviation, you can watch the video on standard deviation which is already being uploaded. Standard deviation versus standard error. Let us suppose I am calculating the mean of 15 students and the parameter I am calculating is the weight of the students. Let us suppose this is the mean value or the mean weight of the students and this is the standard deviation. Standard deviation tells how the data is distributed around the mean or the central value. For more details, please watch the video of approx 8 to 10 minutes which I have uploaded on standard deviation. So standard deviation tells how data is distributed around the central value. So this is how the standard deviation looks like in this case. I have taken the sample of 15 students and I have calculated the mean weight of the students. Let me take 5 samples like this of 15 students each. The picture looks like this. So now I have taken 5 samples of 15 students each and I am calculating the mean of the weight of the students. Let me combine all these 5 samples on the same line. Now see how the picture looks like now. This central red dotted line is mean of all the means and these colorful 5 lines are the different means. As you can see, this dotted yellow line is standard deviation on both sides of mean. सबसे पहले मैंने आपको एक 15 स्टूडेंट्स का एवरेज वेट निकालने के लिए कहा, मीन वेट निकालने के लिए कहा। हमने एक लाइन ड्रॉ करी जैसा कि आप देख रहे हैं, उसमें हमने मीन कैलकुलेट किया, सेंट्रल मीन था, on both sides there were standard deviation. Standard deviation tells me how the data is distributed around the central value. My next step was I have taken 5 samples like this, 5 observations like this of 15 students each. This is how mean looks like in each observation. My next step was I combine all that 5 observations on a single line and I calculated mean of all the means of that 5 observation, and that mean of all the mean looks like that central red dotted line, and standard deviation on both sides of that mean of means is the standard error. So standard error is the standard deviation of mean of all the observations around the central mean, that is mean of all the means of the observation. So standard error is the standard deviation of means around the central mean, and central mean means mean of all the means of observation. This sounds somewhat tricky, but give a pause and try to understand. You will definitely understand what I am telling you. So standard deviation quantifies the variation within a set of measurements, and standard error quantifies the variation in means from multiple set of measurements. As you have seen, we have calculated the variation of means of multiple set of measurements. My multiple sets were group of 15 students each, and I have calculated the variation in the means from the central mean, average mean. But keep it in your mind and don't think a lot about this, that standard error can also be estimated from a single set of measurements. Even though it describes the mean from multiple sets, but if you have single set of measurements, then you are often given the option to plan the standard error. Now I will tell you the formula for calculating standard error. Standard error have different formula in case of mean and in case of proportion. This is how the formula looks like for mean. For mean, the formula is standard deviation upon under root of n, and standard deviation is SD. And in case of standard error calculation in proportion, the formula looks like whole under root PQ by N. P here means, of course, proportion, prevalence, and Q here means 100 minus proportion. So these are the simple formulas we can apply to calculate standard error in case of mean and proportion. So moving forward, now I will tell you about the confidence interval. I want to make you sure that in confidence interval we use standard error and not standard deviation. You have to keep it in mind while calculating the confidence interval. We have to use the standard errors and not standard deviation.